Okay, so let's try that again. What's up, everyone? My name is Arif, and this is your Daily Chat, Season 5, Episode 4, for January the 7th, 2020. How is everybody doing today? It is day 2, actually day 1 of CES, of the Consumer Electronics Show happening in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're getting the news, man. The news is coming, and of course, you know, we're getting highlights, we're getting all those kind of things. But there's not a lot from today. Now, I expect it to kind of trickle off more than anything in the next day or two. I don't expect there to be a whole whack ton more of news coming out. Now I think we're going to get a lot more of hands-on products between tomorrow and Thursday, which I believe is the last day of CES. But either way, we'll be here. We'll be covering it. I actually was going to do one of the YouTube daily chats earlier today. I just happened to get a little bit busy, and just by the time I was going to get around to doing it, I'm like, you know what? We'll just save it for the live stream version of the show. So here we are. Only 3 pieces of news today, but the 3 pieces worth talking about. But before I go into it, how is chat doing? Anyone who's watching live, whether you be on Twitch, Mixer, DLive, Facebook, LinkedIn, if you're watching somewhere, man, hit it up in the chat. Throw your questions in. Throw your questions, comments. You know, just get in there. Just get in there. Let it be known what you think. Although this is a very niche topic for as wide as the tech news sphere is, the involvement is actually pretty low. And I get it. I don't even comment on a lot of the tech news outside of this show. In fact, I don't comment on any tech news outside of this show. But that's just it. So with no further ado, let's get into it. I know you guys got places to be. God knows I have things to do. So let's get into the news and let's see what happened today at day 1, day 2 of CES. And Western Digital has shown off an 8 terabyte, 20 gigabits per second SSD. My only question is already addressed in the chat. Well, there you go, man. There you go. But yeah, so Western Digital shows off 8 terabyte portable, 20 gigabits per second SSD. That is very cool. So what they've done over here is they've shown off a USB 3.2 Gen 2 x2 interface. It's okay. So the USB standard naming has gone kind of catawonky in the last year, and the USB standards board has stopped moving from Gen 2, Gen 3 in their iterations, and started doing this 2x2 thing. Even I don't fully remember what the times 2 means. I remember Gen 2, and it's Gen 2 version 2. It's really annoying. Either way, it's just an 8 terabyte portable drive. That's all you need to know. 20 gigs per second. Theoretically, it can do it. Will you get that? Highly unlikely, but it can do it. It's just good to know. This is just the natural progression of tech. There's nothing mind-blowing about this. This is using the new QLC technology, which is the quad layer as opposed to the 3D NAND layer. As you build more layers, you can fit more space. That's just math. The more things you have, the more of those things you can do with the things that you have. So 8 terabytes. They have a 1 terabyte thumb drive coming out with the Type-C male, Type-A female port. As you can see the render down here, this is Type-C, not so. Unless you have a modern PC, you're gonna probably have to use this back end and a connection cable. Just a heads up for you over there. But 1 terabyte, Q1 2020. No pricing has yet been announced. But hey, if we can get it at an affordable rate for 1 terabyte, somewhere in the neighborhood of $100, maybe even if we're lucky, $70. If we can get a thumb drive for that cheap, God bless it. We're on the right path. We're on the right path to human succession. Probably should have filled that before I came on air. Okay, now that the crap news is out of the way, let's get into the stuff that people care about. PlayStation 5, let's go. That's right. I know you guys want to hear all about the PlayStation 5 after that amazing logo reveal. After that whole logo thing from yesterday, I know you guys are just on pins and needles wondering what possibly could Sony have announced that will blow the doors off the logo reveal. Well, I'm here to tell you guys they have announced that the PS5 is influencing Sony's TV designs coming forward in 2020. Shock and awe. I can't believe that that is happening. Whoever would have thought that one product from a company would in-house influence the design of the other associated products of the company? Wow. It's next level. That is 900 IQ, chat. 900. No, in all seriousness, no. We have the PS5. Sony says that the PS5 is going to influence its TV designs in the next wave of 8K and 4K TVs. You know what? That is absolutely expected. And if anything, it'd be really cool if, because we know that Sony is saying that the PS5 is going to do 4K video and, it's going to have all this tech inside of it that allows it to be equivalent to a PC like the one I'm streaming on right now. By the way, not happening at all. Like, no PS5 is beating this computer that I got here. CPU wise it might, GPU definitely not. But that's neither here nor there. But what would be really cool though is, and I know there's a bit of like anti-competitive, not anti-compete. What's that other one? The one that all the lawyers go to. Antitrust. I'm sure there's probably some type of antitrust thing that might occur if they did this. But all I'm saying, okay, and this is just me spitballing ideas here for Sony. What if they could make the TV leverage a little bit of its extra power into the render power for the PS5? Kind of like a little PS5 add-on. Like, remember how for the Sega Genesis we had the 32X? What if we just had a little pop of a PC inside of the TV? Just kind of leverages off, maybe some of the render physics. Maybe we get a few more extra frames out of the PS5 on a Sony TV. That would increase sales, man. If we knew that we were getting extra frames, extra resolution, I'd buy a Sony TV. I'd be all in on Sony. I'd be Sony for life, baby. PS5, say what? I don't even know what this is. I just threw something up. Please don't shoot me. I have a family. Let's see here. I picked up a 2 terabyte external drive for my PS4. It cost $80. Ooh. Sony's botching CES. Yeah, Sony's not blowing the doors off, that's for sure. What they need is a PlayStation with enough storage so I won't have to need an external drive. Well, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I believe that even this PS5 will come like a 3 or 4 terabyte drive, which sounds like a lot until you realize the mindset of developers nowadays, unlike in the early 90s when we had limited technology and limited space and limited speed, is space is cheap. Make the game. Don't optimize it. Just make the game. Does it compile? Does it run? Yes, great. Out the door it goes. And that is honestly the developer mindset nowadays. I talk to enough friends who are developers that this is the prevalent thought. Whether they want it to be that way or not, that is just the way companies have moved. People have had to move in step with it. But yeah, we have, I'm just saying that I know they're going to use like their TVs and leverage some extra little secret sauce on that end. But I'm just saying, if it can detect a PS5 is the one that's plugged in, maybe it can offset some of the physics with a little bit of extra CPU power. Just pop a chip in there. Boop. But I don't know if it's feasible or not. If you have something to say, by all means, throw it in the comments down below. If you're on the YouTube channel, if you're in the live chat, throw it in the chat stream. Happy to read it all as always. But that's just what I think is really, really cool, is the fact that, yeah, unlike Microsoft, Sony does have control of this entire pipeline of manufacturing on both the PS5 and their TVs. They have control of that pipeline. By all means, leverage it, man. I would be doing the exact same thing if I was in Sony's shoes. And if not even the exact same thing, I'd be probably pushing that legal boundary just a little bit extra. Just a teeny bit. Okay, let's get into the last story of today. Alienware unveils Switch Pro-like portable PC. If you have been seeing anything online today, this is probably the thing that you saw. So Alienware is owned by Dell. So Dell PC technically. They unveiled today the Alienware UFO. And looks an awful lot like a Switch Pro, doesn't it, chat? Awful lot like a Switch Pro. Even these side controllers are removable. Now, the bezels are a little thick. Okay, it is a little thick, but it has a pretty baller kickstand that you're going to have to take my word on. And I don't know how they're getting away with this. It is a clear like move for move Nintendo Switch. I don't know how they're getting away with this. Now, what makes this different from a Nintendo Switch? Why would you want an Alienware UFO when you could have a Nintendo Switch? Well, the reason why is because the Alienware UFO is a computer. It's an actual computer, not a game system. It can play games. It plays PC games, but it is not a dedicated, like, this is ran by this one company kind of thing. Like, I'm pretty sure, I haven't seen a lot of details come out yet, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to play your Steam games on here, or like your other PC games, maybe through the Microsoft Store or whatever. But it's not going to be just be like a single console. It's a computer. What would be cool, and this is, while this looks like a finished prototype, they have said at Dell has said at CES that they are open to receiving comments and criticisms and ideas and features, because while it's a very advanced prototype, but it's still a prototype. So there's plenty of room left in the timeline to make adjustments, to add in stuff. So if you have something you want to say to them, by all means, probably tweet at them, send them comments, send them emails, sending anything that you want, and see what you want to get included. It's pretty cool that we are creating PC Nintendo Switches. I'm kind of surprised no one has done it yet before, and it took Alienware to do it. If you don't want to touch on politics, don't read this, but I'm wondering what your take on the US-Iris tensions are. We'll touch on that after the CES part of the show. We'll cover that in the second part of Daily. So yeah, that's really cool. Of course, it's going to have all the new features, you know, USB-C, Intel 10th gens. It's going to have all the fun PC features that you would expect something like this to have. It's really just the question of how are they, what is the legal finagling that they're doing to be able to create this and not get sued into oblivion for copyright infringement or for patent violation? What is it? What about it have they changed that warrants legal boundary that says we've changed this enough that it is not the same product? If you have ideas, I am 100% open to hearing them, because God, I need to know that detail. I have to know that. It is just really something else, man. Okay, guys. So that, hang on. So that is your CES Day 2 roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you, once again, wanted to participate, by all means, join the Twitch stream. It's in the link in the description box down below. Join the Mixer stream, also in the description box down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember, hit the subscribe button. On the road to 1,000 subscribers for 2020. We're going to make it happen this year. We definitely didn't do it last year, but we're going to make it happen this year. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Arif. This has been your Day 2 CES Daily Chat Roundup coverage, and I will catch all of you tomorrow, same time, same place. See you later. Bye.